This is Phil with Android Central, and this is the Sony SmartWatch 3. Now we've arrived at our fifth member of the Android Wear Smartwatch Club. The $250 Sony SmartWatch 3, and the first from Sony to actually run Android Wear, is another square model. It's pretty obviously positioned as a more casual or active smartwatch. It's really not so much to be worn with a suit. And that's not to say it looks bad, it's just not as stylish as, say, the Moto 360 or the Asus ZenWatch. Now this one's got a 1.6-inch TFT LCD display housed in a rubber strap. The always-on screen has a 320 by 320 resolution, which is pretty par for the course, and it looks pretty good outside in sunlight. The watch body actually can be removed from the rubber strap, though we don't really have much reason to do so yet, except maybe to clean off all the lint and dust it tends to collect. But if you come across another color of the band, you can switch at will. The whole deal is IP68 compliant, so it'll stand up pretty well to water and dust. The standout feature for the SmartWatch 3 actually is something you can't even see. Now, this is the first Android Wear device to have integrated GPS, and that means you'll be able to, say, go running without lugging a phone around with you to track your workout. That's especially attractive now that you can stream music from the watch directly to a Bluetooth headset. The GPS integration works just fine, provided that you found an app that actually takes advantage of it. And we're still pretty early into this watch, and a number of our usual exercise tracking apps just haven't been updated yet. Google's My Tracks app, however, is one that has, but it did kind of make it look like I was stumbling around drunk when I was testing it. As far as usage time goes, the 420 milliamp hour battery got me easily through just about every day, and often well into the next one, even if I forgot to charge it overnight. But speaking of charging, this is the first watch we've seen that actually lets you plug a micro USB cable straight in, and you would think that's probably the best implementation at this point, but it was still pretty awkward, and you might actually want to remove the body from the strap first. But all in all, this is a pretty comfortable watch to wear. I'm generally not a huge fan of the rubber straps, but the SmartWatch 3 fit comfortably on my wrist, and it adjusted pretty easily. Again, the Sony SmartWatch 3 isn't one you're going to want to wear to a board meeting or anything, but it's definitely the best choice so far if you're going to be outdoors and active.